Welcome to EZC Class. This brief overview will demonstrate the advantages of 21st century technology in the learning process and how EZC Class can benefit your company. Is employee training an obstacle? It does not have to be. EZC Class utilizes 21st century technology to allow users to access material anytime and anywhere. Our authors have taken source material, which is often pretty dry, and made it more interesting to appeal to learners. One of the keys to our effectiveness is the interactivity of our courseware. Users tend to learn better when sight, sound, and finger movements are all engaged in the learning process. Quizzes are strategically placed within the course to ensure learners understand the material presented. In this brief presentation, we will cover the following 4 topics. What is e-learning? The advantages of online training, why Cat-Eye's EZC Class, and finally, getting started. What is e-learning? E stands for electronic, so e-learning is any kind of electronic learning, most often thought of as via the internet, but also including any learning that involves technology. When you do any of the following, you're e-learning. Attend a webinar. Listen to a podcast. Take a class or test online. Watch an educational DVD. Listen to an educational CD. Or sit in a classroom in one city and watch an instructor in another city. Quizzes placed throughout the presentation keep employees engaged with the material. Which of the following is not an example of e-learning? Listening to a podcast, watching an educational DVD, reading a book, attending a webinar. Reading a book is not an example of e-learning. Had this been an actual course from the EZC Class library, you would have been instructed to choose the correct answer before proceeding to the next slide. However, in this instructional video, actual quiz questions requiring an input have been disabled. Let's look at some of the advantages of online training. Your company controls the content. Courseware can be written to company specifications, or you can choose from our extensive library of courses. Schedule flexibility. Employees can access their course at any time from anywhere they can log on in most cases. This means that parents, working employees, and professionals on the move have the option of attending classes no matter their work schedule. Employees only need a computer and internet access to take online classes. Ease of accessibility. Courseware can be accessible for employees when they need it. Employees can review lectures, discussions, explanations, and comments. Individuals can also share notes with each other to help facilitate community learning. Employees control study time. On-campus courses are typically scheduled in a more rigid format, with shorter classes running 50 minutes and others running longer. Night classes may last for nearly 3 hours. One of the benefits of online education is that employees may not have to sit for long periods of time. Lessons can be paused when needed and notes read at will. Simple, flexible logistics. After location, time is the greatest limitation on learning. That goes for both the instructors and the students, each of whom has to be available and in alignment with the other for face-to-face instruction. By removing that requirement, everyone involved can participate at a time and for a duration that suits his or her schedules. Better retention. With clever design, user experience, and multimedia, online instruction can prove to be a richer and more effective learning experience than traditional methods and channels. Which of the following are advantages of Cat-Eye's online training? Choose 3. Better retention of the material. Simple, flexible logistics accommodate the employee and the company. Ease of accessibility. Employees can view course material on the PCs, laptops, smartphones, and tablets 24/7, 365. Study time is restricted to work hours only. Well, clearly, better retention of the material, simple flexible logistics, and ease of accessibility are all advantages of CAT-I's online training. Further advantages of online training. Employee time and progress are documented. CAT-I's Easy Class online training can provide immediate access to valuable metrics such as date and time employees access the material, quiz and exam results, including material missed and material mastered. Successful exam grade can result in printed certificates, valuable documentation that can be kept in personnel files. Another benefit that may not be as obvious is that in the event of a lawsuit where a company employee is charged with recklessness or negligence, CAT-I's Easy Class can provide documented history of training, thus helping to shield the company from claims of inadequate training and reducing the company's exposure to undue liability. The popular approach of inviting employees to a training meeting where they watch a video or listen to a topic is okay for getting the information out. Typically, they sign an attendance sheet to show they were there. However, this approach does not prove they learned the material. Easy Class measures their comprehension through quizzes and exams, giving the company a hard copy metric that demonstrates employees not only attended the class, but learned the material as evidenced by a passing grade. In the event of a lawsuit, your company can now demonstrate that employees successfully absorbed the material presented. Recent court rulings throughout the country have allowed negligence suits filed by victims of active shooters to proceed against employers for failing to provide defensive training to their employees. In other words, companies can no longer avoid their corporate responsibility to provide training on both how to spot potential active shooters and on how to react if so confronted. OSHA Guidelines, Section 5, Paragraph A, Subparagraph 1 is referred to as the General Duty Clause, which requires employees to provide a workplace environment that is, quote, free from recognizable hazards that are causing or likely to cause death or serious harm to employees. The family of a man killed in a 2012 office shooting at Accent Signage Systems in Minneapolis has reached an undisclosed settlement with the company, according to an attorney and an order filed by the Minnesota Court of Appeals. Jacob Beneke, 34, was one of 6 people killed by Andrew Engeldinger on September 27, 2012, before Engeldinger took his own life. 3 other workers were also injured in what became the deadliest workplace shooting in Minnesota. Beneke's family sued Accent Signage, alleging the company should have known from Engeldinger's work history that he was potentially dangerous. Engeldinger's erratic content was documented as the groundwork for his dismissal. Upon showing up for his termination hearing, he brought a gun and shot and wounded fellow employees. Beneke's family asserted that, given Engeldinger's history, the company should have taken security precautions. In this case, the court said there was enough evidence to allow a jury to decide if the employer was grossly negligent in how it handled the employee's termination. Evidence included, but was not limited to, the employer knew the employee had a propensity toward violence, and that the employer knew or should have known that the employee might act out against others in a manner likely to cause physical harm. Easy Class courses can enable your company to provide virtuous leadership as you consider the safety and security of your employees. It's not enough to put on a seminar and have attendees sign an attendance sheet. With Easy Class, employees' comprehension of the material is scored and saved in digital and hard copy files. In the event of a lawsuit, your training is well documented. Here are some more reasons to go with CAT-I's Easy Class. CAT-I's, the Community Anti-Terrorism Training Institute, has a documented track record of success. Founded in November 2001 as a response to the 9/11 attacks, our mission has been the development and distribution of the Community Anti-Terrorism Training Initiative. Our core courses have been taken by over 25,000 employees from Wall Street to Main Street, have received an average rating of 9.1 out of 10, satisfy the requirements of Public Law 11053, have been requested non-stop from inception to present. Categories of courses include safety training, Security and anti-terrorism. Cybersecurity basics for non-IT employees. Additionally, we offer a fourth category for general courses. And remember, we can collaborate with you to write company-specific courseware. Cat Eyes has received testimonials from leaders in the public and private sector. Click on the hyperlink in the bottom left of this screen for more testimonials. Customer reports can help ensure your employees are in compliance with the regulations that govern your industry. Getting started. For general information, contact Frank Margolis. Office phone 609-521-4446 or email frank.m@cateyes.us. To speak with Cat Eyes grant writers, contact Linda L@cateyes.us or Mike L@cateyes.us. Thank you for taking the time to view this presentation. As you can see, interactive training is more engaging than merely reading words on a page. We enjoy books too, but when it comes to training your staff, 21st century technology can inspire people to go from passive readers to active participants in the content. Cat Eyes Easy Class is a cost-effective way to partner with you to ensure employees are well trained and results are documented. Cat Eyes Easy Class. No barriers, no boundaries, learning made easy.